Baby, someone spread wrong news about us. And I don't know whether to be angry or just tired. Tired of having to explain, tired of watching something so pure, so sacred between us being dragged into whispers and rumors. You and I, we built something quiet, something honest, something only we truly understood. And now, suddenly, the world thinks they get to rewrite our story. It's not fair. We didn't sign up for an audience. We didn't plan for our love to be discussed like gossip. What we have, what we've survived was born in the shadows, in soft words exchanged in late hours, in small gestures no one saw but meant everything. And now it feels like strangers are stomping all over that, with their careless assumptions and loud opinions. It breaks something inside me, not because I believe them, but because I hate that you had to hear those lies. Baby, I know how this must feel for you. I know your heart. I know how quietly you carry pain, how you won't speak up until it's unbearable. I want to say it clearly, I don't believe a word of what they said. I don't care how confidently they spoke or how many people chose to listen. I know you, I choose you, not because of what they think, but because I've seen you at your most fragile, at your most fierce, at your most real. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't have to prove your loyalty to anyone but me. And as for me, I don't need evidence. I have memory. I have all the moments where your eyes told me everything your lips couldn't. I have the way you stood beside me, when it would have been easier to walk away. I have the kind of love people pray for, and never find. That's what we are. Not what they say. Not what they invent. We've always said we'd protect each other, and I mean it now more than ever. I will not let their noise shake what we've built in silence. Let them talk, let them twist words, let them try to dim what they don't understand. We don't owe them the truth. We only owe it to each other. And my truth is this: I trust you, I love you, and I will defend what we have, with everything I am. If they knew even a fraction of the depth we've reached together, maybe they'd stop trying to drag us down to the shallow places where they live. But they don't, and they won't, so let them. Let them waste time on us. We'll stay too busy building forever to care. We're not here for attention, we're here for each other. And baby, if your heart is even a little shaken tonight, come back to this. Reread these words. Remember who I am to you. Remember what we promised. Because no rumor is louder than the way you say my name. No lie is stronger than the way you hold me. No voice out there matters more than the whisper in your heart that still believes in us. We're still standing, still loving, still us, no matter what they say. And I can't let it hurts. Not because I believe what they said, but because they dared to touch something that never belonged to them. Our love, our connection, it wasn't made for public approval. It was built in silence, with sacred hands and whispered trust. And yet now, strangers speak like they were there, like they know what we have, but they don't, they can't. I see the way the world changes when people think they know a secret. Suddenly, everyone has an opinion. Everyone thinks they've uncovered some scandal. But what they don't realize is that what we have isn't a secret because it's shameful, it's sacred because it's ours. Hidden not from fear but from noise. Because the kind of love we have, it deserves to grow in peace, not be pulled apart by hands that don't understand its roots. You know me, I don't react easily, but this them poking their fingers into something so delicate between us, it lit something in me. I want to wrap you in silence again, in peace, in truth. I want to erase every wrong word spoken and every doubt they dared to plant in your heart. You deserve to be loved without interruption, and I promised you that. I still do. Let them talk. Let them fill their nights with conversations that have nothing to do with their lives. While they gossip, we'll grow. While they assume, we'll build. Because love isn't about proving anything to the world. It's about showing up, day after day, to one person and never leaving. And I'm still here, standing, speaking, loving you. I won't ask you to ignore what they said. I know words can bruise even when they aren't true, but I will ask you to trust what you already know, that I am yours, that I never flinched, never questioned. Not once. Not when they whispered. Not when they shouted. Not even when it hurt. Because my loyalty isn't borrowed from approval, it's rooted in love. They think they've written our ending with a few reckless sentences, but they don't know we were never theirs to write about. They're not part of our story. They're not part of our truth. Our love didn't begin for their entertainment, and it won't end because of their drama. So let them shout. Let them tweet. Let them assume. We'll keep loving in quiet, loyal in chaos, honest in a world full of masks. I'm not here to fight with the world. I'm here to fight for you, always. And while the words didn't come from your mouth or mine, they cut deep because lies spoken with confidence often travel faster than truth whispered in love. I saw your face when you heard them, the disbelief, the ache, that little flicker of fear in your eyes, that maybe this would be too much, that maybe it would ruin what we were trying to build quietly, carefully, between just us two. But hear me loud tonight, it won't. It can't. No rumor is louder than the way my heart calls your name. You know what hurts the most? It's not just what they said, it's why they said it. People don't throw stones at things they don't envy. They looked at our love and couldn't understand how something so genuine could exist without their permission. So, they tried to poison it, twist it, give it a new meaning that doesn't belong to us. But baby, our truth doesn't need defending, it just needs remembering, by us. They can lie all they want. They can create their own stories, add drama, pretend like they were witnesses. But they weren't there for the nights we stayed up talking about nothing and everything. They didn't see the way you held my hand when I was unsure of everything but you. They didn't hear the silent promises we made when we were just figuring this out. So their words, they're just noise. Loud, temporary, powerless. And if, for a second, you felt like retreating, like pulling back to protect your heart, I understand. But I also want you to know that I'm here, holding the line. No rumor, no slander, no outside opinion can rewrite what we've built. I'm still choosing you. I will still be choosing you, even when the whispers turn to silence, and the crowds forget why they cared. Because lover love isn't about convincing others. It's about protecting each other. Do you remember the first time we talked about the world not understanding us? You said, let's keep this soft and small, away from their harsh eyes. And I agreed. But I also said this: if the world ever comes for you, I'll stand in front. I'll shield what's ours, and today, I'm doing exactly that, not with fists, not with anger, but with a love so consistent, so unshaken, that even the loudest lie becomes meaningless next to it. You are not a scandal, you are not a headline, you are not a mistake I'm hiding from. You are the calm in my storm, the prayer that came true when I wasn't even asking, the one I'll keep walking toward again and again, no matter who tries to block the road. They can question me, laugh, doubt, but I'll keep showing up. For you, for us, for the truth that belongs only to our hearts. And I know you're hurting, even if you're trying not to show it. I can feel it in the way your replies have changed, in how your silence is louder than your voice lately. I wish I could take all of it away, the doubt, the sting, the humiliation of being misrepresented. But what I can do is remind you of what we actually have, because what we share isn't fragile. It isn't built on shallow moments or plastic promises. It's built on late nights and soft forgiveness. It's real, and no lie in this world can erase that. I hate that people took our love and turned it into gossip, something for others to dissect, joke about, twist. But you know what I hate more? That for a second, even you questioned if maybe this was too much to fight for. And that's where I need you to look at Menno, at the noise, not at the screenshots or whispers but at me. At the man who stood by you when no one was watching. The man who never flinched when it came to choosing you. I haven't changed. Not even a little. Let them talk, let them scroll and comment and assume, because at the end of the day, they're only seeing a surface they were never invited beneath. They don't know how many times I prayed to find a love like yours. They don't know that when I talk about forever, I'm not speaking poetically, I'm speaking about you, and they definitely don't know that I've already made my choice. It's you, it's always been you, and I'm not about to let lies rewrite our story. I know you're wondering, why us? Why do they care so much about something that doesn't concern them? The truth is, people fear what they don't understand. And a love like ours, quiet, honest, deep, it threatens their idea of love as a game. But we don't owe them understanding, we owe each other strength. So hold my hand, even if it feels shaky right now. I'm not letting go. Not because I have to prove something, but because I want to keep proving it to you. We're not perfect, baby. God knows we've had our struggles, but none of them ever came from each other. They always came from outside. From people who never sat in our silences or saw the softness in our eyes when no one else was around. So don't give them power. Don't give them a second of your peace. Because what they say doesn't define us. We define us. And what we've written together is far too sacred to let anyone else hold the pen. And I know you might feel exposed, like your heart is on display for the world to mock, but hear me, I'm still standing here, proud, unashamed, fully yours. If anything, their noise has made me louder about my love, more certain, more present. Because real love doesn't hide when things get messy. Real love leans in, holds tighter, and says, we'll get through this. So if tonight your thoughts feel heavy, if the lies feel like they're winning, just remember this. I'm still here. I still love you. And we are stronger than 1,000 false words shouted by people who don't even know your middle name. You are mine. And I'm yours. And that's not up for debate.